Hi friends, this is our 30th video and this is from the chapter 3, that is ratio and its applications. And in this video we are discussing the topic that is time and distance. In this video we are just discussing the theory and one example of problem. After completing the theory we start our problem solving. So we can share we can discuss that is time and distance. What is time and distance? First we have to consider that is uniform motion. What is uniform motion? If an object travels or moves equal distance in equal interval of time is called uniform motion. Equal interval of time is called a uniform motion. They travel equal in every equal interval of time. It travels equal distance. That is called uniform motion. Then next definition. These all things are related to physics. Just we have to understand what is the terms, that is uniform motion, speed, etc. And we have to solve problems mainly in this mathematics session. So just understand what is speed and what is uniform motion like that, and then directly go to problem solving. So here it is speed. What is speed? The distance the object covers in unit time. That is, in unit time what will be the distance it can cover. That is called speed, and it is obtained by dividing the distance traveled by time. By dividing the distance traveled, the total distance traveled by time gives the speed. The standard unit is distance is measured in meter and time in seconds. So the unit of speed is meter per second. These all you are familiar in your physics chapters. Just refreshing the ideas for problem solving. So the speed is nothing but it is the standard SI unit is meter per second. If two objects travel with same speed, the distance covers directly as the time. That is, if an object is moving in same speed, that is its speed is constant, same speed it is traveling. So as the time increases, the distance traveled also increases. If it is a short interval of time, the distance traveled is also short, and if the time is higher, the distance also will become the higher unit. So in the case of same speed, if the object is traveled in same speed, this is the first condition. If two objects are traveling in the same speed, then the distance traveled is directly proportional to the time it takes. Next point is, if two bodies are traveling in the same period of time, that is the time remains constant. If two objects travel for a same period of time, then it can travel distance as per its speed. As the speed increases, the distance it can cover is higher. If the speed is less, it can cover a small distance. So distance is also directly proportional to speed. This is another equation. Next point is, third point is, if two bodies are covering the same distance, that is they are traveling the same distance, as the time increases, the speed, in order to as the time limit for covering a particular distance increases, the speed is less. As the time required is less, that means its speed is greater. High speed, it is traveling in high speed. That is its meaning. If the distance remains constant, means for more speed it requires less time to achieve that limit. If the speed is less, it takes more time. That is, time is inversely proportional to speed. That is, the distance traveled remains constant, means the time required is inversely proportional to its speed. As the speed increases, the time time required is less. As the speed decreases, the time required is more. That is inversely proportional to speed. What is average speed? If the object is traveling with different speeds in different time period, that is average speed of a body traveling at different speeds for a different time period, that is it is changing its speed in different intervals of time. Then we can find out the average speed as it is equal to the total distance covered by total time taken. That is the average speed. That is the average speed is nothing but it is equal to the total distance covered by total time taken. This is the average speed. This much is the theory session, and in which the distance are usually measured in all this. The distances are usually measured in kilometer, miles or meters. This is the units of distance measurement, and time is in hour or seconds. Time is measured in hours or seconds. So as per the speed is equal to distance by time. Speed equal to distance, total distance traveled by time. So it is equal to kilometer per hour or miles per hour. That is, it is denoted as mph. That is its denotation. mph or meter per second. These are the units of distance, time and speed usually we are considering. If the speed is 1 kilometer per hour, it is converted into, we have to convert this into meter per second. For that, first shift 1 kilometer into, multiply that 1 into 1000 gives 1 kilometer is, the equivalent of 1 kilometer is 1000 meter, and hour is equal to 60, 1 hour is equal to 60 minute into 60 second, total 3600 seconds. By dividing this, we get that is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. So in our problems, we can convert the kilometer power into meter per second by multiplying with 5 by 18. One kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. So we can write like this: to convert speed in kilometer power per hour to meter per second by multiply it with 5 by 18, and at the same time to convert the speed from meter per second to kilometer per second. This is the kilometer to meter per second. Just reverse operation means to convert from meter per second to kilometer per hour. Just reverse conversion means just multiply with its reciprocal, nothing but multiply with its reciprocal. Multiply it with the reciprocal of 5 by 18 is equal to 18 by 5. That is we are doing. Multiply with, here it is 5 by 18 and here it is 18 by 5. That is we have to keep in our mind for converting the units from kilometer to meter or meter to kilometer. That is the important terms. So just go through two examples. That is, the example 1 is 90 kilometer per hour into, convert 90 kilometer per hour into meter per second. This is our question. In order to convert the unit from kilometer per hour, we have to multiply that 90 with 5 by 18. So it is equal to 18. 90 divided by 18 is nothing but it is equal to 5. So 5 into 5 equal to 25 meter per second. This is one of our example. Next is convert 60 meter per second into equivalent dash kilometer per hour. This is another question. That means in order to convert 60 meter per second into kilometer per hour means just multiply this 60 with the reciprocal of 5 by 18. It is equal to 18 by 5. And it is equal to 12 into 18. 60 divided by 5 equal to 12. 12 into 18 is equal to 260 kilometer per hour. This is our answers. Next is one more big problems. That is, another example is, that is a car travels 300 kilometers in 5 hours if the speed increased by 15 kilometer per hour, then find the time taken to travel the same distance. Distance traveled by a car is given as 300 kilometer and the time taken is given as 5 hours. So speed is equal to this distance by time. This is in kilometer and this is in hour. So it is equal to, the speed equal to 60 kilometer per hour. And it is given in the question itself as the speed is increased by 15 kilometer per second. If speed is increased by 15 kilometer per hour, then the speed will become the former speed is 60 kilometer per hour plus the increased value is 15 kilometer per hour. So it is in total is equal to 75 kilometer per hour. So time taken to travel. So what will be the new time required to travel the same distance? So the new time taken to cover the same distance, that is which means same distance, that is it is equal to, the t is equal to distance by speed, and it is equal to 300 by 75. This is in kilometer and this is in hour, so it is equal to 300 divided by 300 kilometer per hour. Sorry, this is distance is in kilometer and speed is in kilometer per hour. So the answer is, here it is kilometer by hour means kilometer into hour by kilometer, that is multiply with its reciprocal, so the answer will be hour. So it is equal to 4 hours.